Hi everyone, I'm continuing the series of the great Rabbanim of yesteryear, and here on Laman Nisan, Rosh Chodesh Iyar happens to be, is the Hilul of the great Rabbi Chaim, Vital, Zeche Tzadik Libracha. Actually, he was born, I believe, in the English year of, which is very, very interesting, of 1542, and passed away in the year 1620, in April the 23rd, to give it its full date properly. He was a student of the famous Rabbi Isaac Luria, and it's actually interesting, after Rabbi Chaim Vital's passing, many of his great Torah works made a huge impact on the Jewish world in general. It's actually interesting, he was born in one of the four holy cities of Israel, of Tzfat, and as a young boy, Rabbi Chaim Vital was educated by the great Rabbi Moshe Alshich. And it's actually interesting, the famous Rabbi Maran, Rabbi Yosef Karo, actually was reported to have said to pay special attention to Rabbi Chaim Vital's early talents, and apparently in the year 1557 he requested of Rabbi Moshe Alshich to take special care in their education, as he knew that he was going to be destined to succeed his teacher in the world of Torah study. And actually, it's actually interesting that in that specific year of 1557, that was the first time, I believe, he got acquainted with the famous Rabbi Isaac Luria, who was Ari HaKadosh, the Arizal, famous Arizal. Rabbi Vital was a great rabbi, and he was part of the huge circle of great Torah scholars that had the huge zchut, the huge merit to learn with the famous Rabbi Moses ben Yaakov Cordovero, who had been the principal figure in the Kabbalistic community for numerous years, especially in the holy city of Tzfat. And many different great students, Talmidim, they learned with, including Rabbi Elisha de Vidas, Rabbi Abraham Galante, Rabbi Moses Galante, Rabbi Abraham ben Eliezer Halevi Beruchim, also Rabbi Elazar ben Moshe Azikiri, also, and very, very much great rabbis also. It's actually interesting that Rabbi Isaac Luria, the Arizal himself, regarded Rabbi Moses Cordovero to be his teacher. And there was actually a testification by Rabbi Yosef Sambari, who was an Egyptian chronicler, that testified that Rabbi Cordovero was the Ari's teacher. This was in writing for a short time. Rabbi Luria probably arrived around the year 1570s, and Rabbi Cordovero passed away on June the 27th of that specific year. What's interesting was the Kabbalists looked for new guidance after Rabbi Moses Cordovero had passed away, and Rabbi Isaac Luria helped fill this specific position, let's say vacuum, which of Rabbi Moses Cordovero's passing, the great Rabbi Moses Cordovero. Actually, what's interesting, in the year 1570, Rabbi Chaim Vital actually became a student, a Talmid, the star student of Rabbi Isaac Luria also, where in part of this circle of Talmidim, of students that was learning with the famous Arizal, included Rabbi Chaim Vital, Rabbi Yonatan Sajis, Rabbi Yosef Arzin, Rabbi Isaac Kohen, Rabbi Gedalia Halevi, Rabbi Samuel Oseder, Rabbi Yehuda Mishan, Rabbi Avram Gavriel, also Rabbi Shabtai Menashe, Rabbi Yosef Ibn Tabul, and Rabbi Elisha Falcon, you could say also. We know that in the year 1572, the famous Arizal had passed away at the age of 38, and Rabbi Chaim Vital actually ended up succeeding him over there. And he wrote down, Rabbi Chaim Vital, pretty much most of the works he learned from his teacher, the famous Arizal, also, which got printed at a later stage. Apparently in the year 1577, he moved to Egypt, but then later returned to Ottoman Syria, and was settled actually in the area called Ein Zaytim, which is near Tzfat also, and then moved later on to Jerusalem, so it's very well travelled, where he became the head of the Sicilian Jewish community over there. And then later on, he moved to Damascus and started writing some work of his own also, which was very, very interesting also, which we will touch upon, including one of the books was Sha'ar Gilgulim, which is a Kabbalistic work on reincarnation, which became one of the Shmona Sha'arim also, which is very interesting also. And now he passed away in the year 1620, and he was, I believe, around 77 years of age when he passed away. So let's look at some of the works, great Torah works, which he had written. It was including the Etz Chaim, which was a really great book, the Osrat Chaim, the Adam Yashar, the Mavot Hasharim, the Olat Tamid, Kilat Yaakov, the Derech Etz Chaim, or the Pri Etz Chaim, the Nof Etz Chaim was another great work of his, the Sha'arei Kedusha, which was, I think, had similarities to Tomei Dvorah, if I'm not mistaken. There was the Sifrei HaChazinut, which was another great work, the Etz Hada'at Tov, the Sefer HaTchuna, the Sefer HaGorolot, the Sefer HaPu'ulot, the Tu'lamot HaChachma, and the Lev David also, among many, many great works which he had actually published. And this is Hilula here on Lamed Nisan, here on Rosh Chodesh Iyar. Please light candles in memory of the famous Rabbi Chaim Vital. Many memoriams are in his memory. In fact, I've got an uncle that lives in a road named after him in the Givat Shaul neighborhood in Jerusalem, also, which is a very interesting thing. He left many great descendants also. And very much I would tell everyone, encourage everyone to learn about Rabbi Chaim Vital, one of the great rabbis from the last 1,000 years. So wishing you a great day. Please don't forget to watch other videos of the great rabbanim of yesteryear.